There she is. So I wanted to, I just think it's kind of cool when certain days the sun is coming up and the moon's going down. You can see them at the same time. I'm like polar opposites here. Full moon, by the way. So the weirdos come out because they're full moons, they say. Real quick disclaimer. You can probably see those of you who are particularly Air Force vets. Yeah, I'm still wearing my Air Force PT jackets, nice and light. The new ones, the one, not the swish swish ones that you can announce your arrival thousands of feet away with the swish swish. These videos by no means does the Air Force is an endorsement or anything like that. I just want to put that out there. But I am wearing it this morning. It's not altogether cool, but it has pockets, and I can use my I can put my phone in the pocket so I can use my stepper. I need to get a Fitbit. Anyway, out on a walk today and wanted to put out a new video up here in Beloit, Wisconsin with the family in celebration of Independence Day. And I found there's a track by the hotel at Fran Fruzen. Forgive me if I'm messing this up. Intermediate school here in Beloit. Pretty nice little campus. There's a track here. It's kind of cool. It's just down the road from the hotel. Okay, so without further ado, Independence Day got me thinking about independence itself. It's during this time, a lot of folks have a lot of things they're bringing up, things that they're feeling, a lot of discussion. So I kind of sit back, at family gatherings up here, and just listen to what's being said. People express their opinions, and I noticed something. And I noticed a long time ago with my students. They would get into these talks and discussions during free time in class, and I'd hear them, and there's this tendency, when there's a difference of opinion, to demonize the one expressing the difference of opinion. And I remember intervening one time, and I was like, okay, go to your corners. Let's talk this out. So I decided to modify my curriculum and say, we were supposed to talk about this over this next few weeks, but you know what we're going to do instead? Because we're going to do a period of time where we're going to learn civil discourse. We're going to learn how to debate and still respect each other. That someone who has a difference of opinion is not demonized. They just have a difference of opinion. And we started doing we started talking about it. I gave them the ground rules, and I filled this little bucket thing of topics to discuss. Across the room, I put totally for, totally against, totally, or somewhat for, somewhat against, and so on. And I told them to pick a side, as this truck goes by. I told them to pick a side and defend it. And so the first class that did it, the very first thing they picked was abortion. Yeah, they went both feet right into it. And as you can imagine, the students had pretty strong opinions on it. And it was pretty polarized. There was a few with the somewhats, but most of them were totally for or totally against it. And they started expressing it. And it wasn't long before emotions got the best of the discussion. And I had a little yellow flag like a football ref, and I threw that out there. I said, whenever I throw that, it stops. Good for me. The students I have they're good kids, and they stopped. All right. The senior threw the flag. Okay. So I paused and I said, look, we got to learn that we can discuss things civilly. You see it demonstrated, like the last presidential debates. You see it during the Democratic candidate debates and so on and so forth. There's no civility anymore. They sling mud, you got ad hominem attacks, nothing substantive is discussed. Let's just demonize and attack the other person and discredit them so that we can get the nomination. There's so many issues in this country that need good civil discourse because we have real problems that need real solutions. And calling nanny nanny boo boo is not solving any problems. So I was telling these kids, listen to them say stuff, and they start saying things that they hear in like the media. Things like verbatim that they hear in the media. So I threw the flag out again. I said, okay, this is a flag of a different color. I'm hearing a lot of things that I've heard in the media before. Where are you getting your information? And so this is where I'm kind of bringing it home when it comes to independence, independent thinking. In school, in primary, secondary education, as these kids, we have what's called pedagogy. And I think part of pedagogy is helping these kids to be adults one day, to live adult lives. And part of it being an adult is being an independent thinker, thinking for yourself. That's important. We don't indoctrination. We want free, independent citizens in this country to be able to look for themselves, get information presented to them, they process it, and are not told what to think. And I think that we want kids to think for themselves. We don't want people to teach them how to think in the sense that these are the thoughts you're supposed to have. Teaching them how to think should be all about, this is the information, this is how you deal with the information, this is what you need to do. You need to go look up statistics, you need to go look up facts, you need to look up information that substantiates the thoughts that you're coming up with, or it eradicates them. And you formulate your own thoughts and your own ideas. Independence. Think for yourself. That's very important as they start to go into adulthood, that they're not taught what to think. They're taught to formulate thoughts and ideas for themselves. And I think these kids are smart, and they presented the information and presented the tools to formulate thoughts for themselves. They're going to come up with some good ones. And I think in doing so, it'll help this next generation do way, way better. Anyway, longer video today. It's been a little while since I last posted one. To all my 5 or 6 subscribers to my YouTube channel, thank you very much. Continue to subscribe, continue to get the word out. Hit the bell, hit the subscribe, all the little things that they say at the beginning of videos. Just to share some ideas and thoughts. And I hope they help you, hope they bless you. Again, I don't share anything on these videos that I haven't really been dealing with myself. So it's more of a inside look at Matthew Pershala. Anyway, I wonder if he'll have the rest of your weekend. Well, if you get the 5th off, or the 6th off. I'm sorry, it's the 6th. Oh, hey, quick shout out to Micah Makari Pershala, who is 12 today. Yes, my youngest boy is 12 today. So happy birthday to Micah. Woohoo! Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye-bye.